My name is Ananda Oliver, and we've been a member at the Y here for about 8 years. I didn't start to even comprehend the idea of doing an Ironman until my friends, I had a group of friends through Blue Mountain Endurance that I met through my girlfriend Sheila Esslinger. I used to just think I couldn't run more than 3 miles. That was my maximum. I watched her and actually trained with her for the Ironman. I didn't actually enter it that year because I was scared and didn't think I had what it takes to actually complete it. It seemed so daunting to me. Went to the race and saw her and some other friends compete in it and just wanted so badly to be out there. I decided that the following year I was going to enter the Ironman and do the full triathlon. Well, for me, I just wanted to complete it. But during that process and training for it, we were spending more and more time with the Blue Mountain Endurance group, and they're actually all members here at the Y because a lot of the training does take place here at the Y. But they were all training for Whistler since last year when I did the Ironman in May, and then Whistler Ironman, it was a half Ironman, is going to be in July 31st, and I just started thinking maybe I could do it. So we started training for that. I signed up for it with my good friend Sheila, who was talking me into it again. She's the one who always talked me into doing these things. And we all went to Whistler July 31st of last year, so 2017. Once we did that, when it was race day and we actually completed it, it was the most powerful feeling. Like I just accomplished something major that I never in a million years thought I would ever be able to accomplish. And it just piques your interest to see if, well, what if I could do the full? Everything I'd ever done had been half distances. You know, I did the half marathon, but I've never run a full marathon. I did a half Ironman, but I never did a full Ironman. So I kind of wanted to do a full, and we just kind of decided to go for it. And swimming was always really, really difficult for me. When I started training for Ironman, which translated then later that year into the half Ironman, I came into the pool here and asked for help. I wanted somebody to give me some direction because I was watching YouTube videos and trying to learn how to actually swim. And was able to have somebody in the aquatics department watch me, and they actually filmed me using my phone. And I swam one length of the pool, and they filmed me and critiqued me on my phone, so I could hear what she was saying when I looked back on it, and that really helped. And then the lifeguards are always super helpful. They'll give you tips if you ask. There's other swimmers here that swim here regularly that are very, very helpful. Will give you all kinds of feedback and information if you want it. They don't bother you if you don't, you're not asking to be critiqued. But I was looking for all the help I could get. It's very difficult for people that don't have a swimming background, which I did not. So to pick up something completely new like that was very intimidating. And it was really nice to be able to come to the Y and get the support and to feel comfortable, made comfortable by everyone around me. For running, we would have different workouts to do as far as high intensity interval runs, tempo runs, and then we had a weekly long run that we would have to do. But the weekly long run was the part that I dreaded, to be on a treadmill initially, but it turned out to not be as bad as I thought it was going to be with the TVs that they have that you can. I learned how to plug in my headphones and actually watch Law and Order or something while I was working out on the treadmill, which was really nice. And then to have the staff here who was always super friendly and answered all kinds of questions, because even though I had a trainer, it was a virtual training situation and I didn't have anybody on site while I was working out, so that's where I kind of relied on the staff at the Y to answer any questions I had about the equipment or about technique. I got a lot of really, really good help and good feedback and support. I'm 42, so I was 40 when I started looking at, started exploring the world of triathlon, and kind of scary to be 40 years old and taking on a new sport like that and wanting to compete in races with, 1,500 other participants and doing a mass swim. And there was so many aspects to triathlon that were very intimidating for somebody that didn't have a background in triathlon or in any of the three disciplines. We became really, really good friends. Like, we all spend a lot of time together, and so we all bonded through triathlon. Oh yeah, they're the unsung hero in the whole story of triathlon for age groupers like myself. It's not my job to do triathlon. I'm paying to do it, and it's on top of my job as well as my family life. So if your family doesn't support you in it, then there's just no way. And my husband would always push me when I'd be like, I guess I'll just skip my workout today because I didn't get to the gym in time. He'd be the one that'd be like, babe, you've got an hour and a half, go do it, get it done. You can get an hour running. And I'd be like, fine. But I would always feel so much better after I got it done. So I was shocked, but a lot of my family jumped on board and wanted to be a part of the Ironman experience as far as race days. There was a ton of people there to support me, and it was the most amazing experience to have so many of my family members there. It was a boost to a really long, exhausting day to see your loved ones. There's such like a bond with all the other athletes, people that you've never met, strangers out on the course that are struggling to get through the day just like you are. You're constantly like, hey, good job. I had got off the bike and I had a couple guys behind me like, great ride. I was chasing you the whole time. You really kept me moving, and good job out there. And you're just constantly, it's all, it's positive. You're just getting positive feedback, and you're giving positive feedback because if somebody tells you something great, you turn around and you want to support somebody else. And it's just this, I don't know, it's just a really wonderful experience.